Jason Black was a lead tenor on his way to the top. His future was set with his opera singing and with his talented wife, Tasha.
I love Jason from the first time we met. I remember it was probably 6 weeks after we met, and I heard the Lord tell me, this is gonna be the man for your life. This is who you're gonna marry. And our dream was to move to LA and to someday have a house in the Hollywood Hills with a view, and we wanted to have a family. So we thought LA would be a great place to get started.
And it was, at least for the first 6 months of their marriage. That's when Jason's life came to a crashing halt. The Blacks had just bought a new home and had one last thing to move, a 6-foot glass table, so heavy that Jason had to have somebody help him carry it.
Probably weighed about 100 pounds. And as soon as they walked out the front door, the kid accidentally dropped his side of the table, and it cracked. And what happened was it cracked up, like it just split up the center and came straight down on Jason's neck like a guillotine, and nearly severed his head off. He was losing immense amount of blood. I mean, there was so much blood on our floor. It was just puddles around him.
So Tasha wrapped a blanket around Jason's neck to stop some of the bleeding.
Honey, what do I do?
She called 911 and prayed. All Tasha could do was hope for the best at this point. She wasn't even allowed to ride in the ambulance with Jason as he was rushed off to the hospital.
Do you remember what the last thing was that you had even said to your husband?
Yeah, I love you. As they were wheeling him out, I love you, I'll be there soon, I'll be there soon, I love you. And I just remember praying the whole time, God, I don't care what the outcome is as long as he lives.
Initially, doctors didn't think that was likely, but they pressed through with surgery.
There's my husband hurting. Tubes all in him, not breathing on his own. And as a wife and someone who loves your spouse so much, it's to not be able to do anything, that's the worst of it.
Well, Jason made it through surgery, but not without a cost.
The doctor said he'll never speak again. And you could not hear Jason above a whisper.
Jason's singing career was over. The glass had severed both of his jugular veins and nicked his spine and his vocal cord. It was paralyzed, as was Jason's right arm. So he spent a lot of time in his room, in bed, silent.
We developed a system of whistling, and a whistle up meant yes, and a whistle down meant no.
The Blacks had one other very big complication.
Financially, he did not have insurance when this accident happened. And so we had racked up, oh gosh, $500,000 or more dollars worth of medical bills. We thought we were gonna have to file bankruptcy.
But Tasha and Jason never gave up.
Every day I woke up and we would pray and have faith that, you know, something's gonna change. We don't know what, but something.
Fast forward 6 months, and something did change.
I remember waking up and we were lying in bed, and all of a sudden I heard,
hello?
It was just almost like a dream. And then for me, it's like, after that, I don't remember him not being able to speak.
Or sing.
Hold on to me.
But what was going on inside of Jason's heart when he couldn't talk?
I was just completely naked. I had all of the skill set that I had clothed myself in. You know, all the trappings of self-sufficiency, of power, of talent, were stripped. So I mean, I'm right-handed. God took my right arm, and He took my voice. At that point, the only two things that I counted on the most in my life, He reminded me, rather forcefully, weren't mine. They're His.
And Jason didn't complain, because it wasn't the first time he danced with death. See this car, or what's left of it? A few years before the glass accident, Jason was in a horrific car crash. It left him with brain trauma for a little while, but ultimately, with a stronger faith in God.
I gave everything to Him. I mean, It says the fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. In both accidents, I was on countless prayer chains. I had full churches behind me praying. Miracles happen because people pray.
Jason and Tasha are a committed couple to each other and to Christ. That's why today they're dedicated to helping other people trust God in the midst of their trials.
Anything you want to overcome, you can overcome through Christ.
Amen.
Anything.
You can be in peace in your pain if you're looking to something greater than yourself, and you acknowledge that, God's got you in his hand. He'll take care of it.
He even took care of the Blacks' huge medical bills.
God, in one sentence, wiped that away.
The hospital forgave hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the rest was taken care of by churches, charities, and a Jason Black benefit concert.
That's the power my God has.
Power to hold Jason and Tasha's marriage together during tough times. Power to get the couple out of enormous debt. And power to heal what doctors said was impossible.
When you got everybody who's anybody in medicine who's already said their piece and says that it can't be, but it still happens. That's my God.